Hello, 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 everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Do we have Black House on here? All right. Yep, we got the suit on. Yo, there he is.
Dapper Danned up, baby.
Love to see it. Wow. You look amazing today.
Thank you. You as well.
Thank you.
That's pretty huge.
Right.
Man, I was thinking last night, not to be hubris or whatever, overzealous, but man, we have some great chemistry, dude.
Yeah.
I am very pleased to be doing this with you. So.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Me too. I really think that we are the dynamic duo, man. We really kill it
yes,
on
sir.
Casting. So.
Yes, sir.
All right, well, we're going to be jumping into games here in the next 3 minutes. We have games from the top 16. This is the finals of Clash of Immortals 2. This is a limited format, Divine Order and Welcome only. And I know what you all want to hear about. Let's jump into it real quick. It is our first raffle of the day. Let's jump over here. All right, it looks like we have Clutch going into the first game. Let's head over there.
Yo, Dunn in the building. What's good, my guy?
All right, and I don't think we're gonna have audio here, so let's go ahead and hit the GU music.
Yo, I love that. King Clutch. That's fire.
King Clutch. Yeah. So we will be watching.
Toss me your screen.
Oh, that's true.
And bro, I'm even more excited. Clutch rolling out with the Magic. You love to see it.
All right. There it is. There it is. All right, and so we have.
You're good. Go.
Oh, we have game 1 of the round of 16 finals of Clash of Immortals 2, and we have Clutch GU on the bottom on Magic playing against EcomiWhale at Instagram. Make sure you note that it is at Instagram on top with Oros.
Let's go.
I'm excited to see more of Clutch's Magic in this format. It was absolutely an amazing game that we saw yesterday from him.
Did he run Magic last night in that last game?
Yeah, that was oh yeah. Did you drop out for that one?
Missed.
Okay, you dropped out for that one. That's right.
Missed.
So the end of that game, he played an Elixir of the Snake to copy his opponent's the structure that gives everything leech. And then played that to then sustain back when he was completely drawn out of cards, and that would allowed him to have the sustain and power to finish the game, even though he was drawn out. It was nuts.
Yo, can we get some Cujo hype in the chat? If y'all got the emotes, let me see them. I need Cujo cream. I need dogs in the chat. I need it all.
Judette, good to see you. I have to say that I watched. I had your stream up with the ads rerun going all night because I needed a window up that was the Twitch size, and you are actually online 24/7. So
yeah,
shouts out.
The man, the myth, the legend. Okay, so dropping the Infiltrator raw. I was gonna say, do you bag out the Familiar and then throw out the Ramparts, but maybe scared of a Axewoman coming out to take that off and ping with the weapon, with the hook. But Ecomi really taking his time on these turns here.
You gotta think.
Really time.
Gotta think.
Thank you, Troller. It feels good to be back, man.
Yeah, I'm hoping this is going to be a little bit of a renaissance period now that we all started out so strong back in February, March, April of 2021, and then it was a long 8 months. I have to say it was a long 8 months. But now that we have Divine Order, we have the Blessing of the Gods, we have the Gods tokens and IMX. It is a good time to be playing Gods Unchained.
Yeah, well, man, also the Gods Unchained airdrops, got another 2 months of those, really rejuvenating life into me. I'm not sure about you, but
yeah, did they? So we have another 6 weeks now, right? Because they extended it by 4. I mean, that's huge.
For the blessing, but even then, just the snapshot.
Oh yeah,
airdrops.
yeah, that's awesome. Yo, Tabrisco, thank you for the cheer there.
But yeah, dropping the familiar has the rage-filled hammer. If you guys were here last night, we gave out a gold playset of those. So make sure you guys really tune into these streams here. We're out here passing out the dough. So you can go ahead and ping that and bag out his defend the ramparts. Go ahead and clear that off. Or are you going to go ahead and bag out your Guild Enforcer? Somebody asked what the snapshot was. So previously, I forgot what month it was, maybe like September or so. They took a snapshot of the value of your collection given your Trial of the Gods cards and Genesis cards. And so they have been airdropping Gods token, as well as they gave out IMX token for those who initially used the platform.
So something that he's eyeing too is like, can he pick up the Ranger first bow? It doesn't look like it. I think you definitely pip and then defend the ramparts here. Audie's a high value target, and you're going to be getting the card generation off of your familiar anyways. So I like this.
The only thing I was going to say, which sucks, is that this is just going to get eaten up, and he has a pretty much full board with a three strength weapon.
Yeah, yeah.
So Ecomi is definitely in a position where, yeah, I was thinking he wouldn't have been able to get through the Guild Enforcer the previous turn, and would have had to eat that 3 to the face. Would have taken off the protected. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and swing, take out the familiar. Has a full empty board, 4 mana. I'm surprised we haven't seen a Guild Enforcer of his own. I mean, what would be the worst thing you would want to have here? Maybe just a raw bruiser to drop down?
Yeah, I mean, Guild.
There you go.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think I'd rather see a Guild Enforcer here from EcomiWhale. That's what I would like on that side of the board. I think on 5, it's just outside of nature, uncontested, best 5 drop for an empty board.
Not going to be able to fully push through those as well. Going to swing the 3 and then hit that to the face, so he's going to need a little bit more damage. That bruiser, or what's up?
I was going to say, Airstyle's asking, is there any way we can see Ecomi's hand as well? We're not going to be able to set that up for these first 2 rounds, but once we get up to the round of 4 and we get into the finals, we're going to try to set that up for you. Let me see if I can pull up Ecomi's stream. Maybe we can do that for you right now. Give me 1 second.
So just dropping the Raid Reveler. So thinking about taking the bar fight to pop off the protect and then maybe defend the ramparts and hit both. You're still not quite able to push through, and if you do swing, maybe a Spire and a Hog to get some generation going for the next couple turns. The best way to get rid of Enforcer, I don't really think there's a best way. It seems like it's all circumstantial. You know what I mean? Best way would probably be a lightning strike. Nice. All right, gonna go ahead and swing too. That's nice.
All right, one second. It looks like I'm gonna be able to deliver here on Ecomi's hand. Give me 1 second.
Okay. Wow. So we're gonna go ahead and another round onto the Enforcer. Gonna go ahead and easily smack that down. Has the Rage-Filled Hammer at 3 strength, so we can go ahead and clear the board as well. Labyrinth Guard 4/8, gonna be able to swing in and take out the Enforcer as well.
Sorry about that. Give me one
We'll
second.
see what that.
Where did this window go?
Nice shit.
Where did it go? Should be there. Okay, there we go. My apologies. Okay. Oh. All right. All right. Oh, okay.
Eyeing up the Sanctum before his opponent gets there. Maybe you want that Vow of Champions. Okay. So trying to get some order, some value into the familiar. Jesus. Into the Soul Survivor. At least that's only strength. But again, that 11 damage. He was sitting, you know, in a decent position, having 27 to 16 health, but now that just tied it up, and now getting on that timer with the Slayer. So yeah, it has the weak final draft.
All right, we got to moving a couple things around here to get this working, but we do have the enemy hand now, which is nice.
That's nice. The champ up against the ropes. Wow, you're kidding me. I have no words for that. I have, Jesus Christ.
It was a lot. It was a lot.
Man, that should have been clipped. Gives me some similarities to the MetaMoon commercial.
Oh my gosh!
Perfect GG.
It's the aftermath of Arachnid moment. Shout out to Aftermath.
How Clutch was at 27 health, and then 2 turns go by, and it's GG no read. That's tough.
Yeah.
Enforcer into another round, into Soul Survivor, into Soul Survivor.
And there's the combo. We didn't know we were watching a combo deck there.
Yeah, right. Get it a little sticky and then pump it up. That's crazy.
So we are raffling off a gold Planetar Acolyte. So exclamation point raffle. You must be following the channel. Subs are getting 2 times entries.
Yo, the boy Jolly John in the building. Should have played the GE. Yeah, I'm curious as to how that would have maneuvered the board. It definitely, I think he wouldn't have had that Guild Enforcer stick for as long as it did. But yeah, man, oh man.
So how's everyone feeling out there? Yeah, I mean, aside from Clutch here, are there any matchups you're eagerly awaiting? Do we have any support for a particular team? I want to hear from everyone out there in the stream chat. What are you looking forward to?
I was gonna say, did Muse get squared away with finding his opponent in that game?
That is a good question.
Lion versus BG win.
The show match?
Lion, who you think would win in the series, huh? Between me and you, best of 5.
I mean, honestly, that's a toss-up. That's a toss-up.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Copper says Muse getting ready to come in second. True. Also, what up, Copper? Shouts out to Copper Pitch.
Yes, sir.
Whose newest, latest videos have been ridiculously impressive. Just really bringing up the quality of the videos with the B-roll and that soothing voice. I mean, I've been really enjoying them.
If you're not queuing up copper pitch videos for bedtime, granted, with all the excitement in the videos, it's kind of hard to wind down, but you know, the soothing voice definitely makes it that much easier to go Betty bye. Yeah, man.
What if we can jump over to, in the meantime, I don't know.
Yeah.
Let's see, and let me make sure Muse did find his opponent. I don't see.
He said he didn't have a response. Okay. Nope, my opponent has not messaged back.
Rally.
Yo, what's up, Dark Slash?
That is unfortunate.
Broad Sky said to mute the music.
Oh yeah, because we're not in the middle of the game. I could see that.
I was gonna say that I know it's been, you know, pretty long into the round, and it would kind of mess the timing up if his opponent kind of came in. I was gonna say, like, you know, we can be generous and give him till this next game ends, and if he hasn't responded, then Muse can push through.
Yeah, for sure. Let's see where we're at here. Do we have another? We can go to.
Frivers is apparently up and live.
Rivers versus JKAN is live. Okay, let's jump into that. There are a lot of names here. There's also Doubtless playing right now. Should we jump into Doubtless? It's just the first name I see.
There's also Swally. He was up as well.
Got you. Okay. We got the
juicy Cyclops. Got the looting squire. Looks like it's had at least one person die. Okay. Into the Rider Bear. I used to like that card. It's buffed up. I wonder what buffed it up. I was a fan of the Call to Arms.
Sorry, was that my side? Are you getting crackling off my mic all the time, or there was actually, I think it was potentially the heater vent, but let me know if it sounds better now. If it's still happening consistently, let me know.
So you're probably not going to push in with this Bear Strider. Oh, that's not the Bear Strider. That's a wrong card. Similar art, though. How do you feel about the Valkyrie Cavalry?
You know, I've always wanted to love it, but I guess this is the situation in which I would like it, though, if the +1/+1 hits it. So that's probably from, what is that card that allows you to go grab a creature from your deck and give it +1/+1? Because that's what I think has landed on it here. And I think this is like the only case. When it's buffed, it's a pretty decent card. You know what card I really liked yesterday? It was actually not even in a war game. It was someone playing Deception. Was that the one that gains armor on the left there, the 3/1 with 2 armor currently? Every time one of your
looting squire.
Yeah, the looting squire. Exactly. Every time one of your creatures dies, that thing gets another armor.
Damn, homie went face. Yikes.
Doubtless. I just noticed Doubtless is team tag on Team Pickle.
There you go. Love to see it. Man, I'm looking at the cards here, and I'm wondering why we haven't seen the Rolling Thunder. It seems like it would be a pretty solid card.
Yeah, maybe in.
So now the Looting Squire is has enough armor to not die from the Guild Enforcer.
Yeah, I can straight up trade. I guess it all depends on where this Mooncraze Cyclops goes.
Mm-hmm.
So it looks like Clutch's game 2 is going. Should we hop back over there? I really do want to. I gotta know what happens. I have to know what happens.
You can do multi-twitch as well if you want to get both boxes in there.
I feel like it's just a bit too confusing. I feel like from the feedback last time, I don't know. I think I like sticking with the single. Let's go get the conclusion of the Clutch game. All right, here we are.
So what is that? Desiccated Shrine, if I'm not mistaken? Yeah, so it has the Desiccated Shrine down, as well as the Scepter. So, feeling pretty good. Wow, okay, into the Cursed Obelisk. So this is right where you want to be. Pumping out 3 zombies per turn. Automatically getting the Frenzied off with the Shrine popping out.
Looks like this is a little bit behind the opposing hand. Yeah, let me refresh this, see if it... Yeah, it is definitely looking scary for Clutch here.
Not really any good ways to put this out either. So he could Infiltrator on the on the obelisk, right? Drop that down to a 1/1.
What if you Infiltrator onto the 04, does it just straight up kill it, the Desecrated Shrine?
I'd be curious to see.
I would think so.
Yes, Marcelo, Clutch lost that first game. I mean, Obi-Wan said yes, it kills the shrine.
Got you. Well, I think that the Cursed Obelisk is the higher priority target here, but that is interesting that you could clean it up that way.
Oof. 5-drop. Oh, wowie. So gonna be able to juice up these zombies that are coming out too, because the obelisk is on that opposite side.
This is the full engine running right here. This is everything that you need to have a ridiculously overwhelming zombie board. And basically now you're just keeping on that pressure. You're staying topped off from the leech, and a single corpse explosion here is just gonna be game, it looks like.
Somebody asked how people have different boards. So previously, the Genesis boards, they are for sale in Token Trove, but the order boards that you see right here for Clutch, as well as the Chaos boards, were from the previous set of Trial of the Gods, which were awarded from raffle tickets. Those Trial of the Gods boards, as well as this order one, aren't available for secondary sales yet, but yeah, I'm not sure when they will be.
I'm still a bit salty about all that. I got nothing out of that raffle. I actually had more tickets than the person that won the Mythic, and not a single thing.
The format is best of threes, correct? Man, I don't know how you reset this board here, because you're almost never going to be able to get enough on board to get through these 3 zombies that are going to be juiced up. At least you can kind of take care of the Swarm Lord. Wow, I'm going to go ahead and hit the Visions. A whole lot of value right now. Has a full board as well as 6 cards in hand. Is he planning on, running all this into the Enforcer is definitely feels bad, man. Yeah, I think he's just gonna chill out. Get another set of zombies. Can only get 1, but can move these other ones to 3/3.
All right, the hand is just going to keep slowly moving to the right forever, it seems. right, there we go. I don't know if I can show more cards on here without... Alright, we got most of the hand. That's basically the best I can do for you.
Really needs that pangolin to come down. There comes the moose.
Let's go.
Alright, so
I've
you're gonna
got
get a zombie of
zombies
his
too.
own. Yes, sir. So you gotta take out that swarm lord. Or is he gonna try to take out one of the tutus? Leave some value up.
Yeah, I think you definitely take out the Nether Storm Lord there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Man, the scepter just eating him alive, losing all that favor.
So you'd like it like this? Let's see. Something like... Oops. Would you prefer this? See, I guess I can still move it a bit to the right. What I can do here.
Yeah, that's cool. That's perfect.
Cool. All right, it's gonna just keep going.
So we're gonna get a
to the
full
right.
board again now. Okay, into the rhino. So dropping the penguin. Okay, it's looking like it could shape up into being able to be recoverable. I'm gonna take out... Alright, so here comes the penguin.
So Penguin tries to go into the rhino. Let's see. It does hit.
Nice. You wanna take out that 3/3?
Oof. Wanted to.
Oof. Yeah, it would have been a whole lot nicer if he took care of the 3/3, because now I can just take out the pangolin.
Yeah.
That sucks.
I feel like at some point you just, see an infiltrator that 04 to just take that pressure off,
Yeah. It's at least 3 damage a turn, it's looking like. Off that one tap from the soul burn.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, again, this desiccated shrine being up from the jump, just getting pushed way to the back. Yeesh. Jesus. Okay, I think at this point you kind of have to take out that shrine. Trying to do the quick maths. The sucks because he's not at 7. No heal in Sanctum. Alright, so taking that. He's gonna take 3 damage next turn. Rough.
Yeah, it's looking
So down to
close.
5.
Is the champ gonna make it?
The only thing I could see here is him getting a stag, playing another card, and getting some type of heal. Maybe a what is the 1 mana? Heal 7 or something like that.
The 1 mana heal 7 for
Oh, that's a core card. Never mind. What are the Overseer of Vitality? What would be any type of possible? Well, he could get a Compost Charm if he ends up generating that somehow, but
You would need a stag. You would need to get a stag out and then somehow generate a healing card. I think that's the only way here.
all right. On a 4-turn timer, though, if he can go ahead and put that infiltrator. All right, gonna go ahead and do
Yep,
it.
he sees
Nice.
it. Boom, there it is.
Needed that. This is a great trade. Keeps the pangolin alive. Yeah, just clearing these off.
I wonder-
Selena's Mark
Yeah.
will keep him alive in comparison to the.
Yes.
Wow,
That's what I was
in
thinking.
comparison to the Soulburn.
Yeah, so he can actually sustain there at 5 health, and the only thing that he's really worried about at this point, I guess, let's see, so the Overseer of Vitality, what is that, -2? So it's not going to be enough, or is it -3?
Give -2 health to each enemy creature.
-2, okay,
So it'll take out the pangolin and the moose.
but it will not take out the Guild Enforcer, because
Holy moly!
oh, never mind, it's a
There it
3/1
goes.
zombie. When did that happen? Oh, it gave +1 or gave +2 to his side as
Yeah.
well. Oh my gosh. And the form of power, not like this.
Wow!
Not like this. But
Can't play it. So.
yeah, I can't play it right now. All right. Ooh.
It is up to the hog. But these zombies, man. Yikes! That is not the top deck you need.
No.
It's looking like this is a vegetable wrap, man.
Yeah, I think this is it for the champ. I think his run ends right here, right now.
Yeah, you can GP and see if you can get the hog to trade into the 5/5, and then you'll have 2 health at the end of the turn.
The rope is coming in.
Looking for some favor.
He's going to need to do 9 there. And that's going to allow for... I mean, he really has to GP here. He doesn't have...
Hog hit. Oh, okay. There you go.
Does he actually gets the hog to hit, uses the Athenian Archer with the favor generated from the Blessed Moose, and
But there's
it's not
no way
over
you're
yet.
gonna get again through this. Because now you're gonna spawn another 2 zombies. You only have 2 creatures on board.
the form of power going to go down to 1 here off the God power.
Yeah. You're not even able to really play anything if he draws into the stag right here. It could be the stag into the warden into a 1-mana heal. Alright, dropping the fiend. Alright. Leaving it at that. And losing that favor down to 1.
The Oryx.
Goat to the throat.
Can I get some Oryxes in the chat?
Tough. GG's. Well played.
All right.
By Ecomi. That's a that must be a pretty good feeling dub to take out the champ. The player of the year.
And we jump over here to see Doubtless, it looks like, takes out DeltaG. Is that their last game here, or where do we at? But yeah, big ups, Ecomi. Congratulations. That is a huge achievement, and GG's to both players there. Pickle Doubtless. This is interesting. See how you can see his name up in the top right, but then his like
right
account,
below it on the
his
novice.
account on the left is in foreign characters, but on the top right it's current. I know that Kargus was saying something about having mismatched names. He was able to get mismatched names in the client. So you could not find his account, even if you were able to figure out what the special characters are. I wonder if that's the same thing going on here or not. But interesting nonetheless.
I know Doubtless plays on stealth, so it wouldn't surprise me if that was the case. I was gonna say it looks like Clutch used all his good games last night, running that 25-0.
He already went first 25 times
Tapped
in a row.
out.
He couldn't do it again.
Tapped out.
Okay, let's see.
Left name is account name. Right corner is in-game name. You can't do that.
Let's see. Is there anyone? Let's see. Is Swally still playing?
Swally?
Yep. Here's the round of 16 from
Okay.
Swally. I can see if
So
I can get.
Captain. So coming off with the Enforcer into the Pog Hog. You just Enforcer of your own. Yeah, if you guys are looking for any of the tournaments that are still going on that you can sign up for, check out communitygaming.io. Oh, hide your name. You just gotta do when you change your name, put it to it's just non-English characters, I believe, and when you go into the game, it pulls up as boxes.
So we will have the opponent's hand as soon as I stop having to watch this Star Trek ad. Shouldn't have said it. Now I fed into it.
That was a pretty free clear of Swally's Guild Enforcer off of the Archangel Bruiser, and then throw on the Hog and free money. No real plays here. Trying to get some RNGs out of the bush, maybe. Okay, prison escapee. Wanted some plays with that.
I kind of like the Fae here. I mean, it deals 2 damage to the Enforcer. I guess you can just cheat it, but it doesn't really. I guess you don't have to deal with it. Is that the idea here? I don't know. I think I would probably get the Fae down. I would probably get the Fae down.
I was thinking about that Improviser, man. If that Improviser can kind of hit on the Shadow, then maybe you're in a good position to kind of Prisoner then Lantern next turn.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that's a solid.
You know,
solid setup.
The Bedeviled Shadow's a card that we haven't seen much since the last time there was the limited welcome trials format. I believe that was Madness of the Gods 3.
Mm-hmm. Correct.
But I know FakeMews is a big
shout
fan
out
of that.
Okay, so sniping the Improviser out the Sanctum. Interesting. Ooh, juicing up the Warden. You love to see it. So Ludius Dedicant. Looking to pop that Warden so maybe he can ping it next turn.
Yeah, it's a little awkward here.
Okay. I like that into a little bit of bush. Okay.
This one is inconspicuous. It's not a not diamond, not shining from across the room.
Armor Lurker is Bedeviled Shadow that costs 1 less and is actually better. You heard it here first.
Oof.
Take that Bedeviled Shadow out your deck. Get you a real card. So you're gonna go ahead and eat up that. This is not where you want to be. Getting pummeled down, going up against Slayer. Yeah.
Really though.
Doesn't take care of this, or it's put.
Yeah, I was gonna say Wispsi is pretty much out of gas, but the problem is all of Swally's creatures are in self-confinement from the order, so
yeah,
not doing much good here.
Wait. Yeah, I'm about to say,
yeah.
throw that and
you absolutely, you absolutely need to run into that Hunt Warden and Vicious Rend. You absolutely need to do that, or you lose this game right now. Great pick up there.
Yeah. Trying to give him a little bit of life. I guess we wanted to take that from his opponent, so they don't get that inherent W.
Ooh, and the Auric Mage actually...
Into some leech.
So the problem... Okay, so you can leech off all your own creatures.
He's not going to beat it out, though.
No, yeah, has the Rend.
Oh, wow. Is he top deck that?
Yeah, you can see.
Bad,
you can see on the replay right there. Top decked it. All right.
Yo, shout out to Zippy. Oh, I'm delayed.
I don't know whose hand we're showing right now. Is that Wispsi? Is that correct? Oh my gosh, it just happens to be correct. Excellent.
Gotta be. Let's go.
All right, let me set up this other raffle right
now.
now.
Go ahead and take out that hog.
Yeah, go ahead. Take the lead.
Good. Blast that up. So running his Order Deception deck that he's been doing so well on, said the Armor Lurker was a better version of the Bedeviled Shadow. Wow. You love to see it. Got the diamond, what is that? An Agros? So yeah, feeling mighty swell right now. Bagging out Guild Enforcer coming down. Yeah, just gonna go ahead and yum that up with the Stone Skin Poison. You're gonna play another bush. Nice, into the Valkyrie's Captain. More where that came from. Never enough Guild Enforcers. So coming out, has the burn on the Enforcer, taking one away each time. Wow, getting some crazy cards. Not really too beneficial for himself. Alright, running it to the dome. Into the Captain. Alright. Maneuvering intelligently. Still not a way to get through this last one. He's thinking about pushing that Lecturer up and in. Or the Lurker. Gonna go and cheat it and beat it. Still get the Valkyrie's Captain popping off. Nice. Now we're dropping an escapee. Now just gonna go ahead and equip that weapon. can do another pickpocket. So where are we swinging with this hook? Maybe he wants to take out the bush, can trade in the warden, taking out either the captain or his own warden.
Yeah, I think you go into the bush here, and then like you said, the warden can clear either of the other ones. It looks like, I guess warden's just gonna go face, and then you probably still clear the bush here, I imagine, so you don't trade out for your
okay, nice.
Into the 4-1.
That is a that was a pretty solid Valka's discovery. Gonna go ahead and take care of those.
The 4-1 and the
weakened
3-1, some value.
And can go ahead and bang out that weapon and take out the 3-2 again. Or the 3-1. Nice. Yeah, man, that armor is really making that burn take a long time to go through. Alright, so gonna take care of one of those. That 3 to the face definitely feels bad when you're already getting so low. Nice, gonna go ahead and check out that Vow Champions. Give them 4 more health, most likely. He can use the Vow to take out the Enforcer next turn as well. Hog maybe going face. No, but takes the favorable creature. Alright, dropping down some front line. Unpredictable blessing.
What does a gunpowder
Got that.
bot do again? I don't recall that card. Isn't that something to do with like it gives creatures burn and then anti-ramp?
Yep.
Like you remove a
And a mana lock. Yep.
Or add a mana lock, yeah.
Shout out to the days where Ramp Magic was running incessant on ladder.
Absolutely rampant.
And the original Mirage getting what was it, like 2 or 3 weekends back to back 25 and 0?
3 25-0 weekends in a row. And also also won Madness of the Gods 1 through 3. It was the double 3-peat.
Is that actually what happened? I know he won the first 2 like he won the first 2 without like dropping a game or something, right?
Yeah,
Something
I believe so, but he did win all of the first 3 Madness of the Gods tournaments.
Sheesh.
Yeah, he did that, and then I was asking him what the next 3-peat was going to be for the Trifinity Peat, and it was supposed to be, I mean, the as Legend had it, it was supposed to be the community tour, but Clutch prevented the prophecy, so we're gonna have to see what happens now.
I was gonna say I'm curious as to why he didn't burn the Enforcer, or why he oh Jesus. I was curious as to why he didn't kill the Enforcer with the Vow Champions. Nice. But yeah, that's tough. I guess he was wanting the burn to go ahead and finish it off. Maybe getting that zombie, yeah.
Okay.
Needs something with order.
Nah, that's not it.
It's from the domain, right? That card pulls from your opponent's domain.
I think what's the card?
Copy a random card from your opponent's deck. Ludia's Dedicant.
Dedicant, yeah. Okay, opponent's deck,
with the cheeky bruiser. Gonna go ahead and splash over that overkill and take that out.
And Mew's not looking too entertained by that move at the end there.
That doubled up Enforcer, man, really slam jammed and backed up his plans in that mid game.
Yeah, so I just wanted to say a quick shout out to everyone spending your Sunday here. Heard we have a pretty ridiculous amount of people in the chat, so just wanted to sincerely thank everyone for being here, and I'm glad that you're enjoying the content, you're excited for the raffles, and we're getting to do this. It's a great time for Gods Unchained.
I'm looking for these hype train emotes. Is it unlocked? Is that where that would be?
Let me take a look.
Sir Sad, Sir Mad, Sir Sword.
I don't know, my computer's not like all the stuff that's going on. It does not want to scroll through these emotes, so I'm gonna be nice to it. So looks like Muse is gonna queue right back up with Deception. Feels confident with it. I mean, Muse has shown us time and time again throughout the early rounds that he can make some pretty ridiculous plays, get a ton of value out of this deck. It just so happened that War has some pretty crazy opening hands, and another round just kind of caught him off guard there. All right, back into it.
Yeah, if you saw, if you took a look too into his, it looks like
let me.
The cards are pulling out pretty fast.
My bad. Let me refresh both real quick. Sorry, 1 minute, folks.
Also, if you saw the
ads.
code,
not like this, dude. Not like this. All right, here we go.
Okay, let's go. Back in the mix. So yeah, getting it popping. Yeah, the awkward moment when you just get behind on board from the jump. Yeah, it looks like Muse is sitting here plotting for what outs he could possibly have as the hole gets deeper and deeper.
Well, Scylla should come out next turn and do 5 burn to everything.
So do you want to get? You don't want to go too crazy on your cards right now.
Yeah, I think I like.
You don't want to flood the board only to have it get burned out.
I think I like this move here to clear one, then pop the apple. As long as so you can get the burn on there. As long as I don't know. I think that's the play right there. Not overcommitting your resources.
Yeah, only has 2 cards. Ooh, and it went face.
Yeah, the bear misses. So once this clears, Muse is going to be in a dominant position, cards in hand wise, and the board will be clear. Let's see what else Wispsi has. Maybe pips out a Guild Enforcer here, or perhaps a Moose is going to be on the loose. We will have to see.
Looking at the hand, he only has that. Are we behind? Looking at the hand, it only shows he has that rabid bear, but I'm seeing 3 cards.
3 cards, yeah. Should we just take the opposing hand away for now, since I'm not reloading these and watching ads again? Or what do you think?
Well, I see it's moving, but I'm not seeing the hands get adjusted. Like, I didn't even see the ally come to his hand.
Let's see how far behind it is.
Okay, it's like a turn behind, because he just drew a card.
He's on the wrong delay. Oh, okay. I don't know. Wasn't it synced earlier?
Maybe not for them. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not too sure.
Let me see. Let me see if I can get this to
so
the
the
correct
ally
board state.
getting juicy.
It's always been off. Okay.
So pumping up the cost of the cards, doesn't want to have his opponent get involved in the favor. Ooh, Moonbeam is a nice snag. Hopefully he can get that frenzied, maybe do a cheeky refreshed mana play. Holy moly, man. We broke 402 viewers in here. If you guys are just now joining in, make sure you hit that exclamation mark raffle. We got 2 diamond hooded figures and a playset of golden undead chimeras. So make sure you are in it to win it, man. So hitting the mark, dropping the nice.
Yeah, very clean.
Moonbeam, ping it out.
And
dropping the escapee, or are you gonna go hollow and pickpocket?
Yeah, you got to get the engine online.
Flood it.
And now we're gonna be able to see all these beautiful diamond cards that Muse loves to generate off of his hollow.
Man, the things you got to deal with when you're such a popular person in the community. El Masturbator shouting out Cop for being one of his opponents, tilting him apparently. You heard it here first. Cop out here getting smoked by the community.
Called out.
So got the hollow online. Man, this is such a feels bad position for Wispsi. Being in such a heavy lead, it felt like initially in that early to mid game, but now not really having any way to get the hollow off, and with only 2 cards in hand, nice, gets the penguin, but with only 2 cards in hand, you're just gonna get behind in value. Has the poison dagger, so just gonna go ahead and eat that up pretty free.
Yeah, that poison dagger really is the most effective tool against these armored creatures, but it does bring Muse down quite low. He is at 6 health now.
But at least that's not Slayer. The only thing that could really get him is a goat to the throat. And actually, it somehow goes to face.
And he pulls the Rune Smuggler. I wonder if he'll be able to. He could potentially start generating some runes of life to heal back up.
All right, so gets the mark on the hollow. Okay, so at least he has the pangolin. I was gonna say he doesn't really have a good way to take care of that besides this, so that'll be feeling pretty good. If you put order on that escapee that is now clean, you would get another escapee, right?
Yes.
Oh, nice. He sees it. Speak of the devil. Oh, dude. No, don't do it. Do it on this.
Well, he's got 5, so it wouldn't actually.
Buggles popping on.
Shout out to Gaston's dogs making a guest appearance real quick.
Who needs ADT tech, ADT security when you got dogs?
Ooh, Abraxas. Some risky business.
Let me load it up with a fatty hand.
Yeah, this is what we see if this deception deck can get the hollow online. The value is just insane. So opts to go ahead and trade all of those out. He has so many cards in hand. Why not? Hand is full.
Still buying out the sanctum. Guild creatures in hand. Okay, Abraxas.
And Armor Lurker. Okay. Does he draw? Yeah, probably drops an Armor Lurker here
Oh,
as well.
also the Prison Escapee, too.
Oh, I didn't see that on the side. Good call.
You I guess are holding the Abraxas so you don't, mess yourself up. You think you went with the Battle Aurochs to deter Goat to the Throat? That way, if he does have any blitz,
Yeah, I do think
It has
so.
to at least go through that.
I do think so. That's what he was trying to prevent there. That would be absolutely devastating. So good grabbing the front line for protection there.
So favoring up, still nothing. Okay, wind up roller, trying to search. What are you searching for right now? Falling star doesn't really help you. Maybe a sudden bloom if one of these sticks. Overdrawing the Guild Enforcer.
Yeah, I mean, still, I think that. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. This is pretty rough.
Are you just? I was gonna say you jamming the Pangolin in to the 6 and then playing around. Okay, so just gonna ping.
The one problem about this Muse's hand is always full.
Yeah. I mean, he's got to stop with the. So him filling out the board though. Now he doesn't get his prison escapee.
Yeah, I think as long.
I was gonna say you got to stop juicing up the hollow. But what were you saying?
Yeah, as long as he has that that Aurochs though, I'm pretty sure this is a secured victory.
Yeah.
I guess the only win con. I mean, he doesn't have enough mana for it, but yeah, there it is. GG's 1-1 now. Nice. But I was gonna say a Blood and Bone into a Moonbeam that refreshes the mana into the charging Oryx, and the Moonbeam would have to hit the 3/3, but he would have needed one more mana for it. I mean, there was a Moonshot play there with the Moonbeam, but we didn't see it.
So getting back into it, now he can finally pivot away from that guild deck, that order deck.
Ranked weekend ends at 4. When is that? 4 a.m. PST, which would be 7 a.m. EST, and Central. I think another 4 hours after that, CET, something like that.
Man, can I see some emotes in this chat? Where are y'all that got these hype train emotes? I need to see some hype train emotes in the chat right now.
I wonder if I can add.
I'm actually curious as to what.
I wonder if I could re-add the thing that lets the emotes bounce around the screen. I should have set that up before.
They know what's up. Okay. Love to see the hype emotes.
Yeah, and by the way, everyone, all of my emotes are available to followers now, so you do not even need to be a subscriber. Check out your Lion Hype, the GGs.
Okay. Beefcake, wow. Beefcake knows the assignment. Let's go. Yo, we got followers emotes. I need to see hype. We are in game 3. Let's go. I need to see this flooded with some hype emotes.
Love to see it. Absolutely love to see it.
Chat. Let's go. Yo, 420 viewers in here. Almost 419.
Hey, one more.
420.
Someone hit up your grandma. Get grandma in here.
Look. Hey, we got the bong rip sound effects. We got 420 viewers in here now. It's a wrap.
Making me very self-conscious about my lion roar alert now.
Yo, your alert's OD. Would you actually get a new sound effect for that?
Yeah, I mean, I probably ripped that from some low-quality audio source, and that's probably why it's kind of hard to decipher what it is. But all made by hand, so.
So you can get a play if it hits face or it takes out the prowler, both are good.
Not
but
what
that
you
is
wanted.
the worst option possible. Are you gonna Slayer here and nah? Okay, I like that. I was gonna say, are you gonna Slayer here to get the warrior online?
Yeah,
but it hitting the 2/3 kind of makes it feel bad running the 3/1 into out of the prowler or.
Yeah, I don't know if I like that line of play, but if you were going to do it, you would have wanted to do it before the hog attacked, but just decided to resolve Confused first, which typically is the way to go, I think.
So switching up, maybe we're gonna see him try to hit the mark. Take out that 2-1 ideally, even if it goes to the hog being 2-2, that's not too bad.
Yeah, I'd agree.
If it has a unfavorable swing, you can go ahead and take that out. Maybe he has a play that might be 4 mana, but trying to hold the bag for letting the moose loose or dropping an enforcer. Okay, so into the bear, that's why he went first. So you can hit the Slayer, get the Warrior online, and go ahead and trade Warrior into the bear. I don't know, man. Dang, homie is upset about that confused resolve. I don't know, man. Why not take care of that first? I mean, at least you got the thing off. Maybe, yeah, going face with the hook. Okay. Letting it all hang. So you got the Thundercaller down. Worst case, we see that Enforcer or the Moose. Yeah, Muse is, not too happy with the confused creatures. Alright, setting up the Moonlight Charm. Maybe we see a pass on this turn, and then into tapping with the Moonlight.
Ooh, the Untamed Regrowth into... Oh my gosh.
Wow. So he's gambling on the confused here.
Oh, not happy with that result.
But he still has to have the Cyclops hit off and hit face.
The Cyclops, yeah, the Cyclops could run in. Oh, this is not good.
Jesus.
This is not good. You know, oh, this is not good.
He's juiced up.
And we're about to see a 7/7 Cyclops here.
And then gonna go ahead and drop that Axe Woman to deter again from coming in. Okay, but if these stick, he has the Soul Survivor. I don't know if that's gonna be enough to. Would it be? Okay, it's not quite enough to take it out.
And Muse,
unless the Thundercaller stays online. Yeah,
and then Muse points out in the Sanctum that Wispsi can grab the Wiccan Trapper here. That's brutal.
Not like this.
That's absolutely brutal. Quickly, this can get out of hand.
Has some leech. Yeah, you're just gonna have to drop the Einar and smite for 4. Dang, do you so you play it, it hits for 4. Are you pushing your 2 so that it takes it out? Eyeing the Wicked Trapper, he might lose that oh, you have to be frenzied, don't you? For Einar? Just straight up.
I don't think you have to be frenzied.
So hoping he can. Look, I was saying why not push the 2 and so that if it did miss, you clear it.
Yeah.
Now, well, I guess there's not really a real way to frenzy, but
yeah, I think if he were to do that and then there was something that would have taken out the Einar otherwise, then he for sure loses the game there because that's guaranteed lethal after taking the 10 damage, right? I mean, it's a gamble either way.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. It's you're going out bad either way. You might as well try it, right? I mean, hindsight's, you know.
He has the Grand Hall here, so if he top decks, he's gonna have 6 mana. If he top decks a 2, okay, so he can play the Vanguard Axoman and the Grand Hall to get the leech onto the Vanguard Axoman.
It looks like that top deck breathes some life into him.
There we go. Takes out the Cyclops. Just what he needed
So
there.
you're gonna get up to 20. Wispsi gonna be able to make light work of that haul though with the mark into trading. Oh Jesus!
The pangolin. Uh-oh.
Back into another pangolin.
So unfortunately, with the Soul Survivor, he's gonna need another 2 turns before he's able to play that on something. It's a rough position to be in.
You know what is crazy too is the hull only healing 1 because of that 2 armor. It's not even getting a pretty solid heal.
Yeah, these games are all being live cast right now. Yeah, just a short delay. This is game 3. It is 1-1 right now.
Then we have the putting it down on him, getting the lambasting wand. Sabretooth gonna go ahead and rage up, healing up 1 health with that mark. Yeah, lethal presenting itself. Looking to draw a 1-cost card. Well, it definitely won't be the Wiccan Trapper. Into the Thundercaller. R.I.P.
Unfortunate.
He can just push the Sabretooth in, have a clear board, and swing in that pangolin.
Oh, and the pangolin gonna connect.
Didn't even need to.
Jeez.
GG.
All right. Let's jump back to the lobby. All right.
Thank you for streaming that too.
Yeah, thank you very much, everyone, for the content. Everyone getting up early on a Sunday, being here live for these games. Really appreciate it. One thing I wanted to add, we actually have an additional $250 of price support from Gods Unchained that wasn't previously allocated. And we are going to be assigning that to the top 64 out of the tournament. Natamali has been nice enough to volunteer to manually pay that out, but it's going to be on IMX, right? So we wanted to, the idea here being, we wanted to show the power of being on a layer 2, and we can send out small amounts of Ethereum like that. It's going to end up being about 4 Ethereum per player, but we can get that directly to 64
4 whole
players.
ETH per player? Holy moly.
4 ETH? Whoa. Wow. The prize pool shooting up to $250,000.
Jesus.
Just jokes.
One day.
But yeah, so it's we were trying to figure out how to go with that, but we kind of wanted to show the power of IMX, considering that that money is from the Gods Unchained team. So let's go ahead and take a look at who do
Shout out them.
Do we have anyone else left from that round? Let's see where we're at. All right, so looks like we might have some more games going on. Yo.
This wouldn't be possible without all you guys tuning in, running up the viewership. Yeah, let me get in on that.
Exactly.
Shout out to y'all, man.
420 views. I gotta grab a screen cap of that real quick.
How do you join a tournament like this? Well, first off, there's only one of these Clash of Mortals, you know what I mean? Not many like us. This is a one-of-a-kind type top-tier tournament. But if you want to get in tournaments similar to this, check out communitygaming.io. Most of these tournaments are free to enter right now. We do have a couple of other community members putting on some tournaments in the season, so make sure you tune into that. I believe next up is Toxic or Suli's NFT tournament, which is super dope artwork. But yeah, check out the site. Stay tuned. You can also check in on the community content channel for the G Discord.
Okay, it looks like we still have...
yes, this is the finals.
It looks like we have Ecomi versus Mocha. I'm going to jump back over to the live games.
But...
So, Ecomi on the bottom with Death against Mocha up top on Deception. I'm guessing this is game 3 based on where we're at time-wise.
Man, I'm curious if there's any way to deal with these prison escapees before they pop off.
Thank you, probably saying. Yeah, so I think the only way to deal with this from Ecomi would be mutual hatred if he's running it, or if they're running it.
Mm-hmm. Still no Necroceptor or Cursed Obelisk. Definitely something you want to see, especially when you're playing the Rotted one. You want to get as much flooded into your void as possible. Oh man, of course. Gets another Rhino. Ordered up all over the board. Looking to maybe smite that Rux next turn. Yeah, I'm seeing just a Rhino burn. Okay. Doesn't need the burn. Already went face. Just gonna go ahead and drop that Imp. Imp the Pimp. So I can go ahead and Lantern the Rux. And then maybe push that Escapee to the face.
Oh, it goes?
Okay.
Interesting.
I don't cheat the Rux and push one in.
And clear with the Axoman.
Yeah. Nice, well played. Optimal for sure.
I like seeing that Lantern Bound Fae in action. I actually pulled a gold one of those, so like to see that pump up.
That's a nice little top deck for the Cursed Obelisk. I'm gonna go ahead and try to get that Rotted one online. It looks like.
I guess saying play the Rotted one like a Chad. Just slam it. It's only 10 health.
Yeah, right. It's only 10 health. Who needs it? And when you got Cursed Obelisk, right? Don't be a weenie.
He's thinking about it.
Yeah. And man, shout out to the card art for GU. They kill it every single time. I don't think there's a art for any of these cards that I'm like, oh man, this is just garbage. Very distinct and unique on almost every single one of these.
Yeah, I really like the way this new set looks. It's awesome. The Rotted one's a really cool card. But yeah, in general, I'm always happy with the art.
I think it's super super important for TCG games and card games especially to really have strong artwork. Oh man, just gonna help light work of that Cursed Obelisk. Jeez.
Yeah, that Lantern Bound Fae in tandem with the not cheat anymore, Orfeo's Guile? The ping.
Deception?
Yeah, the ping from God. Hidden behind these zombies. It's gonna go straight around that. The Beefcake says, I don't know about the Sphinx art. That I would say that is one of the questionable ones. I'll give you that. I really like some of the lore that you see in these cards. Like they'll kind of show like counters, like the Munosian Instigator, Infiltrator. And it shows it actually behind the Pyramid Warden, and it kind of foreshadows that direct counter to the card. I like that type of stuff.
I don't know if it's still called this, but on the site, on the like patch notes for Divine Order changes, they have it called Orfeo's Distraction.
Orfeo's Distraction. I think that is it. I think that is it.
Chat, I need a fact check. Somebody queue into a game and let me know.
It is. It is using Rid's card bot. Shout out to Rid.
Let's go. So where are you if you're Mocha right now? And do you think that the coverage of these tournament games has made people more inclined to play this Order Deception, because I feel like initially in the earlier rounds we weren't seeing it as prevalent, but now I feel like it's been picked in at least each set. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think so. I think so for sure. I remember initially we were seeing war, death, and nature primarily from every player. And then once we saw, I'm pretty sure at the beginning I was like, I even said, I think that Deception's probably the list that we've seen the least. We were even seeing Light more than Deception. And I was like, it's potentially the weakest in this format. And I remember FakeMews saying, I think it's the strongest. And then we saw why he thought that. So he really did show the power there.
I think one key thing that we're seeing when it hasn't been popping off is where is the sleep or where's the hollow?
Yeah. Interesting.
So no hollow going on
don't you
right now.
larcenous imp here to be able to kill that first? Because otherwise you don't have the damage to take it out here.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Larcenous imp is the one for +1/+1 with relic. I'm sorry. I thought this was the Munosian instigator.
Oh, gotcha.
My apologies.
But you couldn't instigate it there because the infiltrator is above that level, above a level 3 mana card, right?
Oh, is it 3 mana? Okay, I didn't know it was 3 mana. I thought it was 3 attack.
Is that what it is?
Or under 3 attack.
Is it 3 attack?
Let's find out.
Let's see.
Munosian infiltrator, and it is target an enemy creature that costs 3 or less. You're right.
Judge Clutch, chill. Hey, new set, man. New set.
Shots fired.
I'm still learning. I'm still learning these bad boys too. Okay, so trying to get another prison escapee, flooding the board. Oh, nice. Trying to get his trying to get the lantern back to drop it onto the rotted one. Oh, no, never mind. Didn't have enough mana for it. So just gonna go ahead and spread around the love. Oh, still had the mana for it. Dropping it down. And then now we see the hollow.
So is that Lantern Bound Fae getting cheaper every time it's played, kind of like Neferu?
Let's see about the Fae. Man, I don't know if you played Hearthstone like that, but there's a 1 mana 1-drop. Yeah, it reduces its cost by 1 each time, so that's nutty. There's a 1 mana 1-drop that you play in Hearthstone. I think it's for light, and you can play it, and then when you play a spell, it comes back to the hand. That's what the Fae definitely is reminding me of.
I don't know if I played during that time. So when I played Hearthstone, the game which shall not be named, when I played that, it was really early on. So I played essentially in the beta, and I mostly just slammed Arena. I did come back and play ladder at some point, back when Secret Paladin was a thing, but it was very short-lived. I wasn't a big fan of Constructed in that game, so I mostly just played Arena in short runs.
Oof. I was wondering what the deal was leaving up this Enforcer with this 5 damage. That's only going to keep him alive for so long.
Got you, because
Secret Pally spammer. That's funny.
When he loses order off of that, the Demolitionist, it will kill the. Oh.
But the Hollow has that ward.
I think.
But that makes him getting through on the Plague.
Well, does
impossible.
Does the Plague transform your own creatures too? Man, so many cards I don't
know.
No,
if he's frenzied now.
Okay.
If he's frenzied now, it's just enemy creatures.
All right, then that shuts down the Demolitionist. So now you're, wow, that's insane. That is insane. What a top deck. And all of those are only 1 attack, unless you're pulling the, what is it? The Netherlord. Unless you're pulling a Netherlord here, you cannot get through that. Those zombies are essentially useless.
Gave him leech though, so yeah, he can heal up for 4. by cheating and going to the face, but that's still
Oh, that's right.
how much favor is that? 3, 6, 9, 12. He'll go to 13.
Yeah.
But he can't get the Rune of Fire out.
I noticed that after I said that was me. Sorry, continue.
Yeah, I think that Enforcer will also the Enforcer will also not quite be there as well this next turn. He'll only get 3 favor, being at 16, and I believe Rune of Fire is 17.
Yeah, Rune of Fire
so
is 17.
Still gonna need another turn. Hopefully he can get something to take one of these out, get a little bit more favor, and that would be GG. Has 6 damage currently.
Yeah, after
has a rotted one of his own.
Yeah, Mocha dropping a rotted one, I would say he could easily have a Netherlord here. So, but yeah, the zombies were getting me confused, I do have to say.
Okay, I like the front line though. But still he'll juice up for another 4. You play the Bronze Gate. I guess, are you swinging in? I don't know. Rune of Sight, what could you dig out for?
I just throw the Bronze Gate and GP, I think. What could it?
So you GP here though, and so you play the Bronze Gate, the rotted one into the Enforcer, you cheat the gate, and then you're dumping another 4 in, so he's got 5. You have something that can't attack, and you're just, I think at that point he'll take out the Rune of Fire as well.
Yeah, so
I think
if you don't grab,
you might see a comeback here.
Yeah, if you don't grab the Rune of Sight right now, then he will be at 1 unless you have. I think you have to. Let's see what Ecomi can dig up.
Desecrated Shrine?
At the start of your turn. So
Harrowed Visions?
Okay, if you actually drop the Bronze Gate and the Desecrated Shrine, that should be lethal. That should be lethal unless he can clear the Desecrated Shrine as well. But so he can though. So he'll just
he'll heal up for 4. And he'll take 3 damage next turn.
Well, he won't. He'll be able to kill the Desecrated Shrine though, right? Because he can take out the Guild Enforcer or the gate with the 8/8. Oh, he has the Changing Lock too. Does he win here? Cheats. Oh my gosh. With the Changing Lock, gonna have enough damage to
10,
go through.
11, 12.
GG's from Mocha there with the upset. Wow.
Not like this. Yikes.
Wow. GG. All right, let's head back to the lobby. All right. So we have Wispsi here on the bottom. Making sure they've got the jams going. You know, you can't be playing these high intensity tournament games without the jams on. Versus Devoted up top. Yeah, let me get that next. I'll get that next raffle going. The next raffle, we're actually going to do a Guild of Guardians rare hero. We're going to do a Guild of Guardians rare hero and a golden. We're going to do a couple things. So, Wispsi taking a second to think here. Looks like thinking about either playing the Rage-Filled Hammer or pipping into the Thundercaller. Okay, the Celestial Stag coming down on the side of Devoted. Gonna start getting that value generation going. And Wispsi doesn't really have anything to contest that at the current moment in time. Alright, so this next one we're going to be raffling off a GOG rare hero to core, then a gold Watchful Hound, and an Avraxis, so we'll roll it down 1, 1, and 1. So best of luck, everyone. I'm going to open up that raffle right now.
So bagged out Enforcer. Cute little cat headset.
I do like it.
So opted not to swing with the hammer. Gonna be a ways off from the Soul Survivor.
I'll be back. Give me 1 minute.
Are you sure? Okay, so dropping the Infiltrator. Doesn't do anything because the Enforcer is over 3 cost. Saw in the chat Canopy Barrage or Lightning Strike. Those are core. No core cards allowed, only welcome and DO. So banging the Thundercaller, gonna go ahead and juice up. Are you pushing the Enforcer anywhere? No. I'm pretty sure that's the Seer. Yeah, Dryad Seer. Gonna go ahead and generate a random nature card. Seeing if you can get a good pull from RNGesus. Face is the place. You asked for it and you received it. So now the ball is in Devoted's court. 1, 2, 3. You can only do 3 damage getting through that armor right now. Seeing what he can get off of the RNG. You want anything Genesis if you're playing the Seer right now. Dropping the Falling Star, so you're gonna go ahead and be able to take care of hits the Thundercaller because it's at that 4 damage, so still hasn't gone around, but the extra boost of strength. Ooh. So pushing all of those in. That is why you clear. Interesting. Yeah, that's tough. So sitting here wondering how he's going to deal with these Badgers. The Thundercaller is going to go die to burn, so you probably want to go ahead and just take one out with it. Do you ever Planetar Acolyte and another round on there? Eyeing up the Oryx too. How many cards does Devoted have? It looks like 5. Nice. So playing the Raid Rev. Drew into the Axe Woman. I'm just gonna go ahead and take out one of those Badgers. Hey man, get your rope. So Badger missing. Maybe you try to hit the mark, take off the protected. If it doesn't, at least you clear the lecturer, if I'm not mistaken. Still thinking, still roping, as some might say. All right, so gonna go ahead and tap the mark. All right, clears. Didn't get the protect off. Ambitious adventurer. So has it hit face? 3 mana left. Maybe eyeing up the stag. Okay, dropping a Finian. But Finian should easily be taken out with that Raid Reveler. You can put another round on the Raid Reveler. Thinking about tapping. Oh, Soul Survivor. That's a... Yeah, you're right. Soul Survivor gonna make easy work of that board. And still keeping the Protect on. That's tough.
And it looks like I came...
And still ping...
It looks like I came back right in time for the devastation. Devoted, definitely not happy after that one.
Man, people really liking that Soul Survivor mana change from 7 down to 6. I'm curious if it would still see as much play if it was still at 7 mana in this format.
You know,
So getting the RX.
I think it would, but probably just as a one-of. I don't think you could afford to run 2.
Yeah. Nice.
And just more answers from the side of Wispsi.
Man, it is very interesting how quickly these games kind of get out of hand. 2 turns later, and now you're on lethal with this 8 damage banging you down 3 times, or coming in for the 3rd time.
Yeah, I think that, as well as the buff from the another round, is just, it's so much to deal with.
Yeah.
It's
and not really having your typical AoE spells.
Yeah, it's rare that War would actually go taller and run through nature like this. Typically, this goes the other way, where nature just has too many big creatures. But with the tools available in this set for War, has quite a good showing.
Yeah, and it looks like the Blade Fly was what he got off of the Dryad Seer, but not going to be enough to turn this game out. And GG's, Wispsi taking that first dub. Tears of joy, it looks like.
Yeah, Wispsi very happy with the outcome on that one. That was a solid showing right there. So now gonna need to choose another god. This is you can only win once per god. So I wonder what we see next. It looks like going to nature.
And jamming out with those future tunes. It's all about the soundtrack to your dub.
Yeah, I love it. Absolutely vibing right now.
Mm-hmm. Vibing. Man, what you love to see is a man with some light up kitty cat ears just vibing out to some solid tunes.
Also, look at that background.
You ask for in life, right?
Look at that background. Is that a tapestry? Yeah. That is ridiculously lit. Floating islands. I'm about that. Waterfalls. I don't know exactly what's going on in that image, but I love it. I absolutely love it.
If I was a betting person, it definitely gets a little trippy in that room at times.
Yeah, I gotta assume.
Anybody with a background like that, it definitely gets a little trippy in there.
Yeah, Mystical Forest. It's awesome. I'm gonna have to see where that was procured from. I might want to copy that.
That looks like a place where you'd be chilling right by that waterfall, right in that open little water source, and you raise your head after taking a nice little handful of water from the ravine, and
Sip
you look
from
up
the
and see a
spring.
centaur staring at you. A little sip from the spring, yes sir.
You see young Phineas
streets say
Fruitbearer
he's a shaman.
across the river.
Yeah, oh, imagine. You think it's just a tree, and then all of a sudden it moves, and then you get an apple running up to you, trying to stab you in the ankles. A very vibrant fruit.
Gotta be careful.
Gotta be careful. So coming out, banging out the one drops, Pog Hog into the Prowler. If you ain't got a cup full of spring juice, you're not sipping the right way. Bagging out 2-drop. What are we seeing here? Little captain action? Okay. So, ooh, okay. I was just gonna say, I mean, order doesn't really.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know why you don't trade that first.
Yeah, I would say you trade the 2/2 in first, but also Devoted only has the 1 attack weapon, so it's not like a huge risk. You don't lose the 2 anyways. Maybe decides. I don't know. I think you're right though. You trade the 2/2 out first. Hog hits face, and then you play Phineas. But either way, same outcome here. I would have chosen the other order of operations though.
Doesn't really. Okay, so getting some favor now with the wide board. None really in the sanctum that you're really eyeing up right now. Alright, just gonna go ahead and push, backing out. Okay, with the hammer. Oh, he has the Cyclops, but can't play it quite yet. Ugh. Poghog did not listen. So do you mark here and push your apple in?
I think so.
Because you'll get another one.
I like it. But gonna just go for the rabbit berry.
You go big on board. Yeah. Yeah, now you got 2 fruits. Yeah. So taking out the Finian, you definitely don't want to hit one of those hogs right now. Or hit one of the apples. 3 mana. Yeah, I'm not really sure what your answer is, even at 4 mana. Maybe getting the Berserker, maybe getting a Bruiser, hitting face with your hammer, and, you know, seeing where that spread goes.
I think the problem with that, though, is it's more than likely going to clear these 2 apple boys, and then you're just going to end up with a really big bear or hog.
Yeah, I was going to say you hit the apple boy now, you bag out, and now you don't get the spread.
Yeah, I like this.
Yeah.
I think that's the play there.
Yeah, he is so behind on tempo right now, because now we get the Cyclops coming out. The next turn we get the Guild Enforcer.
The Rune of Strength is the nail in the coffin. That's just, yeah, that there's one thing you don't want to see. It's a buffed up Mooncraze Cyclops, the Rune of Strength on it.
With a Vibrant Apple on deck, we can go ahead and give a little bit of juice, keep the doctor away. But yeah, coming off of curve, already down, half health, nothing on board. Yeah, man. His opponent using the maximum allotted time to make these decisions. Took the 5 to the dome. Okay, nice. Well played. Gonna go ahead and take out that Cyclops before it gets too crazy. Into the Pangolin. Jesus. So now has the aspect of the Pangolin. Go ahead and armor up on the Enforcer. And the next turn 6, you're going to go ahead and sudden bloom that. It looks yeah, it looks pretty wild. This hole that Devoted has put himself in is looking approximately 6 feet deep if I had to estimate myself. Rune of Strength giving it 5, 6, 7, 8, not quite there. And hit. Yeah, appreciate you guys hanging in and hanging out with us. You don't really need to buy anything out of here. You might take the Shield Maiden just so they don't have any type of front line to put up, but yeah, this is looking like a wrap.
And GG's. So Wispsi gonna take that series 2-0. Great showing. Congratulations. All right, let's get the next game going. I believe the next one is going to be yeah, that stuff over there is not supposed to be showing. Let's go.
Someone said you're muted? I hear you.
Actually, there's actually an audio input capture device in my unmoved UI folder. So I muted the whole thing, or I hid the whole thing to hide the stuff in the bottom left. Thank you, chat. I appreciate you. I wouldn't even have noticed that. It would have just been like solo Gaston for the rest of the time. I'm just over here, just like, okay. But, okay. Okay. So next up, let's see. So we got to get let's get MochaTwist and Johnny Crypto started with a delay.
This looks like a good enough time, if any, for a word from our sponsors.
Word from our sponsors? I think so. All right. So the way we're able to provide these free-to-play high-price pool tournaments is from our sponsors. We have Gods Unchained, nice enough to provide $250 of Ethereum on IMX, and then we have Community Gaming with a $500 Matic, and then also metamoon.gg, home of the GU deck tracker. And we're gonna see a quick message from Community Gaming and Metamoon. So let's run it.
Yo, big shout out to
All right, all right, all right. Is this allowed? This is absolutely not allowed. This is totally not allowed. But all right. So let's go ahead and see where we're at here. I think so. Did we get word from these?
Hey yo, I was gonna say we could pull the bracket up too. Let them know. I mean, somebody said, is that you'll get permabanned? Imagine somebody said, is that allowed? I mean, what difference is that than somebody pulling up their GU decks and literally just looking at their void, seeing what they played, and then seeing what you have left in the deck. I think the only thing that might be crazy is that percent chance for you to draw that card.
I mean, it's simple math, really. There's only two mathematical possibilities on it.
Bro,
what?
Look at that after what my Bitcoin said. That's too funny.
Are you the same? Oh no, dude. Oh no. But yeah, that is the one and only. There's only one aftermath.
Yo, the goat though, the nature goat.
Yeah, actually, one of the best nature players in the game just ran a 23-win weekend, and nice enough to have been featured in that. That's actually my ad that I made. So yeah, shout outs to Aftermath. Big thank you to you on that, and looking forward to working with you on some MetaMoon stuff in the future. So let's go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna say we could pull up the bracket and show them kind of where we are.
Ooh, can we? Not easily. Not easily. Let me see.
Yeah.
Actually, we can. Give me a second.
So.
All right, we're gonna have to go back into the live games to do this because I don't have another easy way of doing this. So let's hop over there. So this is where we're at in, hey, that's us.
Yes, sir.
You music, gotta chill. All right, so this was a 128 player tournament. This is the round of one you see on the left, and we are currently over in, whoops, that's not what I wanted. We are currently over here in the round of 6 now. We just saw Wispsi play against Devoted. This is the path that Wispsi took to get here, defeating FakeMews, Swally, Fate, Dark Slash, and the King Leon. And then down here,
path.
we have MochaTwist versus Johnny Crypto, and the path that they took to get through here. So Johnny Crypto recently off a win against Lamplank, and MochaTwist recently defeating EcomiWhale. So now we have the winner of this game will be deciding the first, second, and third and fourth place matches.
Yes, sir.
All right, let's head over to the raffle screen real quick. I need to see if. So it looks like Light versus Deception. So Johnny, oh, it's JKAN. Okay. So Johnny on Light versus Mocha on Deception. Mocha of Team Sparta at having their first major tournament showing. I could be wrong, but definitely a lot of members, and 3 of them that made it to the top 16 finals today. Sorry about that. I had to take a real quick snack break. But yeah, quite the opening hand here from JKAN. Has the Radiant Dawn, the Watchful Hound, double Guild Enforcer. Mocha has the Stone Skin Poison though, but the Radiant Dawn is going to prevent the, I think it's Exalted Hermit from, is it Exalted Hermit? But I believe so, from dying here this round. And the Empyrean Pacifist, already a 2/4. And JKAN getting a little screwy with the mouse there.
What do you think about this matchup, Light versus Deception?
Well, I think historically it's favored for Deception, just because the ability to cheat, get around the front line. But you know, I don't know specifically for this format. I would imagine that it favors Deception still.
Yeah. This order doesn't really, on the light side, benefit too much when you're playing against all these order creatures.
Yeah, I mean, unless you, I mean, having the Divine Judgments in the matchup could be beneficial.
Yeah.
But yeah, you don't want to put order on a lot of these cards like Patient Pickpocket or even the Armor Lurker. You're just going to, actually, I don't think Armor Lurker. The Armor Lurker is hidden, but I don't know. I think easy Watchful Hound on the Armor Lurker here. Actually, I don't know why chat was so against the Radiant Dawn earlier, on, because it does keep that Hermit alive. It does have 1 armor, so it's only taking 1 damage a turn, still pumping up, and the Orfeo's Distraction can't take it out. So
nice.
And the Lantern Bound Fae coming in hot.
Oh wow, right back in hand too, after the Doge dying. That was a nice play.
Oh, after any creature you control loses order. Okay, I've been keeping up on the updates with all the different DO cards, so that's actually pretty ridiculous. Yeah, this is kind of backfired. With all the order dropping and Lantern Bound Fae already online, those Censors are kind of, I don't know, I guess you could just keep stacking up the order so it doesn't drop. That's always an option here.
Yeah.
I think that's what's going to happen here. So we'll see if that plan works out. I guess really what Mocha needs here is a changing, or I'm sorry, was it Prison Break? No, but not changing locks. What's the one that removes it from all of your creatures with order?
I think it is changing locks.
I think changing
all of it. I'm not too sure, but changing locks is.
All right, so CERN coming
down. The target
down.
creature has order remove it for 1.
I kind of like running the Guild Enforcer into the other one, and then dropping CERN. Dropping CERN to heal up. You're gonna draw a card off of CERN healing, and then go face. Ooh, into another Radiant Dawn.
Oh, there you go. Prisoner Exchange.
Prisoner Exchange. Thank you. That is correct. Shout out to Dark Slash there.
Yeah, that would be lit. Yeah, that Radiant Dawn is super nice too. You could drop the tracker, but definitely a high chance of it getting distracted on the next turn.
Yeah, you know, I really do like Radiant Dawn just as a straight up buff card. Like the sleep removal is great.
Oh yeah.
I mean, as people have been finding out, there's nothing more fulfilling than playing a Radiant Dawn to wake all your creatures and winning a game after a demo. But you can just use it to straight up buff big boards, and without the sleep removal, it is still a really good value card. I like it a lot. I think it's one of my favorite cards to come out of Divine Order.
Yeah. Not very many AoE buff cards. And when it's 3 mana going across the board for +1/+2, I mean, that's, you know, up there with buff cards.
Yeah, it's insane value. It really is.
I would say that the new Overproof brew is pretty solid as well. Divine Judgment.
Yeah, so I think you just take out that.
So you can obliterate the
Fae. You have to get rid of that Lantern-bound Fae, and then you can actually just, since you're, I don't know, maybe you just drop the Guild Enforcer after that. Well, that is a questionable decision, I think.
That's initially where my mind went, but yeah, the Fae is gonna continually get value, smiting you for 3 each turn.
Yeah, I would say I would have played the Fae first last turn as well to have it come back to hand to not be vulnerable, but I feel like JKAN kind of fumbled the opportunity to get rid of that Lantern-bound Fae here. Now it's right back online, continuing to do what it does best. Ping down all of your board.
Are you fan the Acolyte or the Pacifist? Jesus. What did you get the Canonize off of?
Wow, a Canonize. What did that come from?
Oh, probably one of these that generate from the domain. Was that the bush?
From the bush. That's is crazy. Nuts. That is absolutely nuts.
Feels bad, man. But Radiant Dawn, that's he can play the Axe Woman and then Radiant Dawn for the Acolyte. Yeah.
Yeah, just go straight around. Doesn't even care. Gonna go wide and buff up all those creatures. Look at that value. That is 15 stat points for 3 mana right now.
Yep, snagging out the Vow as well. Yeesh.
And the high roll on the Canonize is not going to do much against this board. And Deception doesn't have a way to deal with this quickly. I think
Dano saying that it was hiding in the bush the whole time. That's pretty funny. Cannons from the bush. That was a nice infiltrator play. Probably dropping the Fae to clear that off.
Yeah, gonna have to. And then, is it gonna be enough though? So it can drop the Fae here.
3, 6, 9, 11 plus the Vow, so 13 showing on board.
Yeah, so you
go
can
ahead and trade one of these off.
Yeah, take out the Axum in there, and then there's still 8 damage plus 2.
Where is a Rune of Fire when you need it? Are you taking out the bush?
I don't know. I think I'm just censoring and then going all face, and then playing the Helios Justicar.
That's a good play. Yeah. I like that.
That being said, you might want to hold the
censor. I like that better than trading.
You might want to hold the censor though, just in case there's a front line that comes down, maybe a Guild Enforcer, and you can secure. Although, yeah. Let's see. So 8. No, I think I'm still risking it here. Yeah, I like it.
Set up that lethal.
I love this.
He could play something in the Justicar. Could also give order to whatever he plays now. Trying to force C2 off the Runa site. Looking for a enforcer, maybe?
Yeah, that's what you need here. Is it even enough, though? I think you still die with an enforcer, because 4 and 3 reduced by 1 is still 5, and then you still have 5 left on the board. Plus the Vow Champion in hands. It's not going to be enough.
The Vow of Champions is really what solidifies it. Trying to get some favor, maybe targeting that Shield Maiden. So what is that for? Okay. But yeah, either way, still gonna be able to push through, seal the deal, close it out. Looking for some BM.
The newest member of Team Toxic.
Using every single bit of mana he can, and just gonna go ahead with the Vow. Oh, got gonna con concede. Didn't want to sit through the
Mug was not having any of that. Did not expect, or did not appreciate the BM there. All right, let's jump back over.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder, yo, what's I think Muse's tournament starts tomorrow, right? I think I'm in that. I should probably figure out what format it is.
Hey, you better get to practicing.
Absolutely. All right, so Mocha with the Imp, the Infiltrator, and the Outlaw. Gonna throw back the Infiltrator. Going first now in the mirror. Opening. This is the classic opener right here for War in this format. The Hog and the Blood Boil Outlaw. I never registered for the tournament? What tournament did I register for? I'm registered for a tournament. I just don't know which one it is. What? Okay, I'm confused about that. Runs the Blood Boil Outlaw into the 3-2? I guess you prefer the 2-3 confused over a 3-2? Blood Boil dies too quickly? Okay.
Yeah, just keeping a little bit of extra health.
Okay. Alright, and
nice,
the Rage for the, or the, sorry, the hook into the Vicious Rend. Oh, it's on challenge, that's why. I registered for the, Play to Earns on Community Gaming. I didn't see the one on challenge.
Oh,
I should have though, because I looked at your post on Peaked, so I don't know how this is. I don't know how this happened.
Wow. Bagging out the gold haul. A haul of their own, but even then, you still have to trade both of those into it. Kind of feels bad, man.
Yo, shout out to Jomi for following Mocha.
Yes, sir.
Do you just grand haul in return here, or no?
I was thinking, but I mean, either way, you gotta. I was gonna say either way, you have to trade both, but.
Field Hammer and the Raid Reveler this turn. It just this math. Oh.
He's off tempo now. Cause playing this, he'll buff up the raid, but then he's still.
I do like that though.
Okay, I like that.
I do like that.
I like that.
So Mocha a couple steps ahead.
Awesome.
I guess saw.
Big brain.
Yeah, just
saw the picture.
Figured there was gonna be a thunder caller coming. Yeah, absolutely. Checked his work.
But now he's set up for he's set up for a nice little 5 mana play. Go ahead and drop in that Thundercaller with the hammer.
I don't know.
Playing the Audi felt good too. Yeah. Ooh. So banging out the round, but even then, still going to be able to clear this. Didn't get the frenzy, so not juicing up anything.
Wow, and then
so gonna hold on to the survivor.
I don't know how Mocha does this math, but it's really impressive.
Yeah. Rune of Fire. Gonna go ahead and yum that up out of the Sanctum. So Mocha doing his best to take this to a game 3. Nice. Wow, getting the protect popped. That's pretty nice. So it has 3, 6, 9, 12. Has 3 plus 8.
Mocha went first in this match.
He's 1 off, right?
9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, 3 off. Wait, no. Lethal. Wait, no, 3 off. My bad.
He didn't want a Soul Survivor. Interesting.
Wait, how much mana does Mocha have right now? Could Mocha have done... It would have been
6.
1 off, right? If he can play Rune of Fire and GP. Oh, gets the... Wait. Hold on. What just happened there?
No.
Okay, so just 1 off.
His Thundercaller is buffing, but it was buffing the strongest creature on the board. So it was going to... I can't remember which card that was. That was up. That's it, though. Gained 6 favor, but not enough for the Vow of Champions. Gonna take the gentleman's way out. Do it himself. Raid Reveler. There you go. Yep.
And it ties it up 1-1. All right. Going to game 3.
All right. Money's on the line. Who's winning the upgraded paycheck? This is where you pull out your best deck, man.
Yeah, let's see. I mean, there's no pulling any punches at this point. Like, what type of secret tech do you have? Let's see it.
Okay. So going with the Deception Order. I'm curious to see if we're going to get a Order Mirror match. Because I do think people are of the mindset of this being, one of the top decks. Maybe Devoted is feeling the same wavelength.
Yeah, I'd like to see it.
Imagine.
Someone sniped our code, actually? That's at...
Wow.
Oh my gosh. All right.
Who's out here using code Devo? That's too funny.
All right. Run it back.
Using the kick cleat. Yeah, bonk the universal code to throw into private matches and queue up for the match. Homie is not playing cards.
Look
this
at
is a C2C. Why are we entertaining this?
Look at that opening hand.
This is a C2C. Yeah, no, that's lit. Neglected the hollow opener.
Does Mocha not know? No, Mocha was just in here telling us. He hasn't realized it yet at this point in the game, though, I don't think. All right, we are short on time. I know this is 6 minutes ago, but I really hope you conceded this match because
imagine
yeah, your hand was really good.
Switched his name real quick.
Yeah, that's a bummer. Mocha, I think Mocha currently realizing. currently realizing and typing to us right now in chat.
This is a C2C. Ooh. There we go. Round of applause in the chat. Almost. Rip.
Oh no, not like
No
this.
Wow. Alright, there we go, there we go, there we go. Just had to finish out the turn. Finish on his terms. I'm here for it.
That is such
Still
an
gotta, practice some of the plays.
That's unfortunate. Let's see what the gonna count that one as a loss. All right, so devoted taking third. Mocha loses to someone else completely. Went ahead and handled his lightweight.
Yeah, I'm not too sure. Shout out to Hell Escape though, just trying to get a private game in with the homies. Code Mocha's.
Nope. Hell Escaped is actually in the chat and is actively trolling.
Oh no! Exposed in 4K. R.I.P.
All right, everybody shame Hell Escaped, and he's no longer eligible for the Size of the Harvest. GG, well played.
We need to walk him down the street, just ringing bells, saying shame. I think that's the treatment he deserves.
All right, so not quite as good of a hand for Mocha here.
Definitely not as tough, but it's not bad. That 9 and 3 is definitely pretty solid.
Hey, shouts out to Lion Chain for the new follow.
Yo, the real one. All right, so getting the Rage-Filled Hammer. Yeah, tough hand right now. All right, so that's going to deter any type of front line from coming down. Not really many options that would come out this early before the order comes off. Maybe we see a bagged out Battle Artisan right now. All right, Slam Jam. Bagged out Thundercaller. Okay. All right, so just gonna poison. Stoneskin poison. Into picking pockets. Man, the one thing about the order deck without the hollow is it's a very slow burn because these creatures take, a couple of turns to actually get it going.
Yeah, I mean, I think the deck's a little bit slow in general. But with the hollow, you at least get all of that value generation, and your choices. You could, throw order back on the Demolitionist to time the turn 5 Guild Enforcer or something like that. Has the Fae in hand though, and the Prisoner Exchange.
As stated in chat, they neglected to ping and used the distraction there to make sure that the Thundercaller died off of that 2 burn.
And gonna get punished for that.
Hearts of Bronze, wow. So now only ticking down by 1 is gonna be enough to stay alive each turn. If he can keep it frenzied and hit face. Unless he has a bigger creature, then he won't get the buff.
I think at this point you just pip into the Fae and take out the Thundercaller, right?
Yeah, because you get it right back off of the pickpocket.
Yep, that's my move.
Looks like Mocha does see it, inching the cursor over down to the bag, doing some quick maths in the head. Somebody's saying that the Thundercaller wouldn't have died from the ping after the Heart of Bronze. Yikers, into another round.
Hey, please no chatting while your game is actively being streamed. Thank you.
Yeah, I don't know. So getting the frenzied, gonna go ahead and +1, a card in hand. Nice, gets the piercing bolt, gonna sap up that armor.
Into the Fae and can trade
so
in. That's awesome. Good cleanup.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't like to have people that are in an active game chat while the game's still being streamed, though. Please. It typically just ends up with spoilers, and it's best avoided.
No, that's facts. It would have had one still up. So just dropping the Enforcer. Jeez Louise, has the nuts, has another round. Just gonna go ahead and push that through. Does have another 3 damage smite from the Fae, eyeing up the Ranger first bow, but still won't have enough mana to do a whole combo with that and Orpheus distraction. But the Devoted sniffing that out beforehand, gonna go ahead and beat him to it.
Is this a 2 mana? Oof. That didn't work out as planned. Prisoner Exchange didn't actually pull the Fae back to hand.
When it came down.
Wait, I'm confused.
I wish this was a recording so we could
run it back for real. So Copper Pitch, do you care to explain the interaction? It didn't have order left. Oh. Huh. Nah, I still don't get it. Still don't get it.
Getting flooded though.
So
dropping the Raider Reveler, dropping the OD.
So he would have needed to play the Shackled Acolyte first and then play the Prisoner Exchange to pull the order off of the prisoner to then pull the Fae back to hand.
Yeah.
That would have been the correct line. Okay, I got it. Yeah, so I don't understand why the Fae. So the Fae sometimes has order and then other times it doesn't. So like the Fae's original order just ticks down over time, and then it eventually just doesn't get played with order anymore. It was out of order. Okay, got you. The Fae was out of order. Got it.
Yeah, some definitely high-level stuff attempted to be played out here. So gonna go ahead and hit that Ranger, swing in with the Audi. But not really any favorable trades with the Armor Lurker. Contemplating tossing the Audi to face to get the effect. No, just gonna go ahead and trade, clear the board. So, not really having enough creatures. Can only pick 2 out of 3 of these to leave up.
Yeah, I like cheating clearing the 3/3, cheating, and then taking out the Audi. Dropping the Inconspicuous Bush.
Set you up to pull it up next turn.
So inconspicuous that even Cardbot cannot find it.
You could probably type Bush.
Okay,
Bush
turns out there's an Inconspicuous Carriage. Okay, I didn't know that was the name of that card.
If you if you kill it with extra mana, then you end up getting those bombs and
the 2/6 Deception structure.
Yeah. Slept on. Not seeing enough love.
All right, and Devoted
GG's.
going to take this one 2-1. GG's to both players. So Devoted going to be taking third. MochaTwist going to be taking fourth. GG's and well played. Thank you guys very much for providing that content for us. Okay, ended this one a little bit already. My apologies. Okay, and let's get that other hand going.
Is he roping? Oh no, he was picking his blessed. So it looks like we just got into it. Wispsi pulling up with that opening hog into the acolyte. So just gonna go ahead and try to clear up 1 for 1.
Message me on Twitch, please. DM me on Twitch. I don't see Wispsi stream. Oh, I do see Wispsi stream. Okay, here we go. We're gonna add the hand of Wispsi. One moment.
Hey, Molly's in here, right? He's a mod.
Yeah.
Can we get a channel point battle on who they think is gonna win? Coming out with the rage-filled hammer, eyeing up the bag. Okay, coming out with it. So playing the Vulnerable Paladin, give armor to your weakest creature. Trying to play the Hermit, maybe? Do a little wombo combo? Yeah, that's feels bad, man, but trying to pump it up. Thank you, Nug, for the biddies. Bagging out the CERN, I like it. So next turn he can come out and play the Exalted Hermit and then bag out the Radiant Dawn, which would also be a nice play. The hammer not quite going to be able to take this out.
Right, there we go. We now have the enemy hand on the screen. Let me go ahead and get that raffle started now.
Octon Paco, thank you for the sub.
Yeah, shouts out to everyone that's sub, cheered bits, all that stuff. Really appreciated. A lot of hype in here right now for the grand finals of Clash Immortals 2. We will see who walks away with first and who falls short. Still taking home that second place prize though.
So given the CERN some armor, not as nice as still having that on board to do the Radiant Dawn, but still can make a play. But the the Exalted Hermit should still survive from a swing from the hammer. Thinking about the Helios Justicar. Maybe just wanting to summon Acolyte and play the Pacifist. Interesting. So going with the Justicar. Just trying to lock down that board. Okay, so into shut up the doggos. So still thinking at that. Okay, so gonna go with the Hermit into the Dawn. It's pretty good money. Jesus.
All right, I'm back. I got the raffle started, and we have the enemy player hand going. Everything's working out. We got the doggos going wild. They're even excited about the finals.
Yo, doggo's hyped up. Yeah, man, this is feeling pretty nice. This is a nice little starting point.
Yeah, I like seeing light first out of Johnny here, and actually looking pretty good. Looking pretty good.
Yeah. One of the better runs. Maybe he was inspired by Clutch's light run this weekend, trying to pull out some action.
So it has to use a lot of resources and HP there, and JKAN just top decks another Helios Justicar.
Yeah.
That's
this hog is, living here rent free. I don't even think rent free, paying rent on the condo, but not even getting to hang out there. It feels bad.
Just nothing Wispsi can do here. Okay. Let's see where that. Okay, the Inquisitor Informant coming down though.
Order.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, did not even realize the Archpriest of Parthian could also do that. This is decisive. Wow.
Well, that was free.
Yeah, so JKAN taking game one as light. Did not expect that out of the first one. GG's.
Now they have to play on 3 different gods. So do you think that Wispsi is going to, pull light out on his end of the decks that he chooses?
I don't know. I would say I don't remember seeing light from Wispsi. I'm guessing because I think Wispsi said borrowing cards, limited cards available. I'm thinking Death, War, and Nature from Wispsi.
He's trying to get what he can.
So sorry about the lack of lights and visuals here. We are just going through deck changes. All right, and we're back.
Yeah, appreciate you, Chris.
Yeah, thank you for the shout out, Chris.
At the end of this. So Wispsi on the Nature, Johnny on the Slayer, I would assume.
Yep, looks like it. And this one could really go either way. It looks like Johnny's playing first on this one though. And these aggro versus aggro matchups, it kind of comes down to who plays first, I feel like. So we'll see though if Wispsi can get a better opening hand or outplay the board state. But that's a pretty mean starting hand from JKAN. The Wild Hog and the Axeman with the Nocti Warrior and Ragefilled Hammer at hand. Nice early curve.
Larson is Imp, a turn too early. So you can just go ahead and toss that Axewoman to the face and pull out the Warrior. Or what do you think here?
I like that. I like running. Yeah, so I didn't have a chance to think about it, but yeah, I do like the Hog resolving Confused first and then taking advantage of the Rage-Filled Hammer to clean up. This is a great board state. Now Wispsi has the option of trying to roll the God Power, but still quite a ways behind. I guess if you have an Axeman and you Axeman trade and then pip out God Power, then you're at least at a neutral board state and might be able to start gaining some ground with the extra pips. But
yeah, that'd be a nice response in return. 3 mana, maybe you're just dropping a Warden.
Yeah, Warden would be nice here as well. JKAN can still clear though. Okay, goes with the Moonbeam and it hits the Axewoman.
If you were gonna moonbeam there, why not just mark and you know, do the opposite 50-50 and try to get the hog. But we'll see what that sets up for these next turns.
Yeah, so yeah,
that's an awkward hand for JKAN. Because you play the captain, you lose your relic. I mean, it's a 2-1 as is, so, you know.
Kind of need the board state, though. You can't really leave it. So going wide here. So now this is a pretty optimal time for Wispsi to go ahead and throw the GP. 66% chance of success here. Oh my gosh.
It's like that sometimes, I guess. That's too funny. Into the bruiser. Yeah, just gonna. So now, 100% chance of success if you roll the mark.
Yeah, I think we're gonna go with the God power on this next turn. 100.00 repeating, of course.
So you say there's a chance?
Oof.
Gets the 3-1. You'll take it. That was a nice response. That was a nice little cleanup.
Honestly,
yeah,
do you just
half the health?
Do you just pip out Finian just to get something on the board here, or do you pass here and try to save it for the Pangolin? It looks like Pippin into young Phineas.
Yikes. All right. I wonder,
Okay, let's see.
Why, would you have chose the hog over, the captain as well to put on the, another round?
No. I don't think so. Oh, well. No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
But I guess the thought is if the hog is confused and it accidentally hits Phineas, then you at least get the favorable trade, and with the captain you can choose where it goes, but like at the end of the day I'd rather just not deal with the confused.
So he's got 5 from the hand?
It all depends on where this hog goes right now. If hog hits face, it is game over. And we'll be going up 2-1 to JKAN. But can Wispsi hold on here? Has the Moonlight Charm active, has Phineas. The Apple Boys are coming out. The Apple Army is being summoned.
First off, we need to resolve the swing.
Yeah, we need to see what happens with the hog here.
I'm curious as to why the delay.
Okay. And ends up hitting into
I like the
Phineas.
Ranger.
This is rough, though. This is rough. So now has to figure out how to deal. So it has the God power to deal with the shield. Maybe a Moonlight or a Moonbeam. But no, just going to have a Darkside Prowler off the top. Oof. And that's got to be game there. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There's 11 in hand, or 11 from the side of JKAN right now. All right.
Yeah, GG's.
GG's, and JKAN up 2-0 right now, going to game 3. JKAN's gonna have to play a third god now, so maybe this will be Wispy's time to.
Still has nature and still has order deception left though to queue up with, so.
Oof.
Hasn't really exhausted his resources. I'd love to see a Magic game, Clutch being the only one to bring that out.
So real quick, I'm gonna jump back over to the. I'm gonna jump right back over to the raffle real quick, and I'm gonna pull up this Sunset Harvest while we wait for them to get into that next game. Please tell me I screenshot. Of course I did not screenshot. Cannot load the picture. Ah, there we go. All right, save. All right, looks like they're getting back underway, but let me desktop. This is what we're raffling right now, so make sure you get your entries in. We're gonna jump back over to live games though.
All right, y'all. We have JKAN, Johnny Boy, up on match point, queuing in with the death. Getting a little zombie ready. One second.
And actually gonna take Neferu's sacrifice? No, Soulburn. Okay, just the fake out. Debating keeping both decaying rhinos? Gonna replace the roach and keep both the rhinos, okay. And it looks like the falling star, a little bit of a heavy hand there from Wispsi. JKAN countering with the hog. Wispsi can, let's see. Oh, gets the Phineas off the top. The Apple Boys are out. This is a great start here for Wispsi. Going first, has the Phineas for turn 2 with the Frenzy.
Volatile Imp. That's interesting.
Yeah, maybe as a way to...
Not really.
Yeah, I don't actually know. Does that do enemy character? Or is it...
Cardbot.
What's the name of it?
Volatile Imp. Oh, deal one to enemy character.
So maybe the idea is you can trade it out to get the proc off of...
Frenzy.
Yeah, Frenzy.
There's going to be some lightweight tapping off the mark. Oh, okay. Gonna leave it up.
Wispsi channeling the
So
tapestry
take out
behind them right now. Nature in full force.
R.I.P. Yeah, you just bagging out that rhino, I guess. That's the only feasible option, it seems like.
Does it hit the Apple Boy? Uh-oh. Oh.
Wow.
I guess that's still okay.
Still able to... hopefully you can go ahead and take that bear off. Probably going to drop that saber tooth. And letting that juice up. This is getting out of hand very fast.
Yo, Gabe in the building. What's up?
Cujo boys holding it down. So how's the scepter?
Do you scepter hog here?
Do you scepter hog and go face? Oh, scepter hog, maybe, yeah, SB.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't,
All right, so it has the option of Falling Star, Moose, or Guild Enforcer. this is a pretty juicy board for Falling Star.
Yeah.
The raffle works by you follow the channel, type !raffle, you'll get a ticket, and at the end of this match, this first and second place match, we will be pulling a winner for the Size of the Harvest.
Dang, that's pretty sick. So this Sabertooth could get pretty out of hand with this region. Okay, nice. That's the setup. Has the obelisk. But these zombies aren't going to do too much with an enforcer on the board. Yeah, you just got to put your rhino down. Alright, so making it so that if he trades into that rhino, it will take out the enforcer. You can swing that Sabertooth into the zombie, get another 2 regen, and heal that all up. Alright, so just gonna go ahead and trade. So go into the dome. Gonna go ahead and take out the zombie.
Ooh, and the Selena's Mark and the Axum, good cleanup. All right, Wispsi saying I'm still in this. The reverse sweep?
And I'm wondering if JKAN loses this game, if he's gonna go into queuing up with this deck one more time, or he's gonna try to switch it up.
Yeah, I think the Falling Star
he
must
make light work of this board.
I feel like this Falling Star must come down this next turn, right? You can hit the Apple Boy into
yeah.
Apple Boy into the 3/1 and then Falling Star, and then the Falling Star maybe hits the Cursed Obelisk. If it's maybe it's a left to right thing based on power. I would try that.
So taking out the beam first. Okay, so going face. Another 3.
Oh, the Valka's Discovery.
Just play the, wow. Well played.
Don't you run the Apple Boy into the 2/2 first?
Yeah, you could have. I mean, he also has the GP. I guess he's just looking at GP.
Oh, he said Dark Slash also bringing up just miss lethal. You could just hit face.
What was that? 2? It would have been.
Well, had
5, 4, and 2. So left 6 damage up with the Falling Star. What was the lethal?
Oh, he already ran Apple Boy into the face? Okay, got you. Falling Star's +1 attack.
Yeah, so he would have gained 3.
Okay, assuredly now is the time to play Falling Star. All right, there it is.
There you go. I know it's going to be a little bit too soon, too little.
And that's going to be a
the
card
burn
to
on the Necromancer is nice.
Yeah, that is value right there. All right, Wispsi bringing it back 1-2. Now has nature down and is going to need to win with 2 other gods, and we're gonna have to see if JKAN pulls out the death deck again or moves to something else. What else does JKAN still have open? one with light and war so far, right? So still has nature.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm thinking we're gonna see nature after that.
You're going nature over order. The order deck is kind of
Yeah, I
a
don't
little
know.
reactionary if you don't get a good setup initially.
Yeah, I feel like if you just go nature twice and hope that the RNG is in your favor to go first and with the confused creatures, one of those two games, I feel like it's a pretty safe bet. I think that the deception list is a lot harder to play, like much more difficult to play. So, yeah, those are just my thoughts there. Yeah, just to show everyone what the raffle is. The raffle here is for the Size of the Harvest. It is a Genesis common. It is a 4/2 God Blitz. Give +1 strength to a random character. It is the best, arguably the best relic in the game. It's the best offensive relic in the game. And yeah, $290 value, I believe, right now. So, exclamation point raffle. Subs get 2 entries. Must be following. Best relic in the game? Dan the dev in the building. Or sorry, it's an epic. Yeah. Meteorite is what I meant. But it is an epic from Genesis. This is the original. This is the first expansion to the game after Core. This sold out many moon ago. So
shout out Dan.
Glad you could make it in here, Dan.
How are things going on the other side of the world? Yeah, shout out Strong Hands.
Yeah, oh yeah. This card provided by Strong Hands. Really just awesome community whale. Very supportive. Has supported us in raffles in the last 2 tournaments. Let's jump back into it. It looks like game 4 live now.
Yeah, he's done he's tossed out a lot of cards.
Truly. Dan, were you the one that bought the gold demo?
Uh-oh. So wow, queuing up with the zombies again. Yo, Lizard with the prime. Appreciate
Thank you. Alright, gonna go for Blood Ritual this time. Nope, Soulburn. The fake out twice. I fell for it both times.
But has the Cursed Obelisk off the jump. That's nice. Three times in a row. Hey.
Dan says this is
I guess he's jamming the death 3 times in a row.
Dan says this is not the dev you are looking for. It is not the owner of the gold demo. There is someone else on the GU team, though, that did buy one. I do remember this. The Arch in the opening hand, but JKAN going first, so...
So just gonna go ahead and take that off, but now feeling mighty nice. So he already tossed out one of the Axe Women. Didn't Soulburn. This is all you forgot. Interesting.
If you have already entered a raffle and then you sub afterwards an exclamation point raffle, you don't get double tickets, do you?
That I don't know.
I don't know if I can manually remove you and then let you re-add yourself. Let me try. You do not.
So got another Cursed Obelisk. Man, just has the bagged out Enforcer. I think this is Johnny's game to win. Definitely a setup for success right here.
Yeah, sorry, there's no way for me to modify this, unfortunately.
You could remove him and then he could enter in, right?
How? I don't see any option to remove anyone.
Oh, that I know. Yeah, I was just spitballing.
Yeah.
So this feels pretty bad to play your Enforcer into this. You could play the Swarm Lord and pump up your zombies. Yeah, I saw it. Okay, so going double.
Wow, going wide. This is nice. Setting up with the Netherstorm Lord too. Ooh, wow.
Wow.
That's a good
That's a nice
spread.
spread.
That is a good spread.
It can take out the 1/3.
I wonder. I'd love to see. Oh, you know what? We don't have the opposing player's hand. My apologies. My apologies. Wait, and why is that not? Wait, is that the? That's a wrong opposing hand. There it is. My apologies. Couldn't see what was happening on the other side of the board. I was gonna say, you know, it'd be nice. Here's another Archangel Bruiser, and then I realized I did not re-enable that.
Seeing the Odie though is pretty nice. Gonna go ahead and get the Nether Swarm Lord down, start juicing those up. Definitely would have been nice having the Necroceptor on as well. Wow, another round gonna splatter the board.
So, Otter, the issue with that is
unfortunate.
that it only will output 121 names. I can't get more names to output from Streamlabs, so, and there's no export function. We're gonna be pivoting to a new solution.
He's gonna go ahead and Archer.
Wow, and full cleanup there. Still has that 8-1 Bruiser. Going strong.
And here I was thinking it was Johnny's game to win. Wispsi really swinging things back around after him setting up that full board. So nice. Gonna take out the Bruiser and just dump the hand.
Opting
not looking to
GP.
slow burn, trying to keep as much health. Yeah. Playing against Slayer, maybe you want to keep as much as possible, not, you know, do their job for them. Just gonna throw out the Vow. Trade in with that Athenian Archer. Lowering the cost of the hand, so looking for the Captain. Nice, gets the Hog to resolve. Oof. And dropping the Caller, nice. Okay, so dropping the Arch. I'm gonna go ahead and get 3 zombies.
Love to see this come into play. I don't think we've seen much from the Arch this tournament, but
so not giving a hoot about the Arch. Honestly, you really don't have to.
yeah, just go straight over the top. It's just not enough at this point.
Yeah, GG's. Wow.
I think 1 off, right?
2
from the hand, and then GP.
No, this is 2-2. It's. Oh, yeah. I mean,
oh, you're
it's
just saying the
anyway.
game's over. Yeah.
This
Okay,
is
fair.
clear. Yeah.
Fair. All right.
Vicious Rend. Let's say. So.
Wait, the Brood of Sight?
Okay.
Just gonna pip the Slayer. Yeah.
So
C to C.
Wispsi just. There you go.
All right. And
Trying to put that last bit of energy into the final. What's up?
I'm just gonna jump back over to the raffle screen. Let me grab. Where is it? This one. All right. So gonna be waiting for that last game to pop a GG's. Tied up 2-2. We're going to game 5 in the finals. You love to see it. You'd really love to see it.
Are we gonna get to 500 viewers though for this last game 5 game?
That would be wild. That would be wild.
Yo, appreciate you.
So do you think that
Yeah.
do you think that we see death again? I feel like I don't know.
I don't know.
Oh no.
I mean, so you those are pretty poor. I mean, going up against that Slayer definitely isn't like one of the better matchups for that deck.
Yeah. Well, what are we gonna see at this point from Wispy? Because Nature and War are down. Yeah, I agree, Clutch. Let's play Nature on the side of Johnny, but I don't know. What do you think we see from Wispy then at this point? Have we seen Wispy play anything else besides Nature and War?
Yeah, most likely it's gonna. If I was a bet man, I'd probably put the money on Nature. But to keep things interesting, man, I want another Magic game.
Yo, for real. I would love to see that. I'd love to see like Deception versus Magic.
Talking about playing that light deck and pulling that back around, that would be interesting. Let's get some emote hype for this last game of the day.
Yeah, we got the emotes
host
alive
action.
in here. Yeah, thank you very much for the host. Booth. Throw some emotes. We got the emotes jumping around in here.
Let's go. Where are those hype sub and follower emotes? Where are y'all at? We got our last game going on, and then we got a scythe raffle.
All right, here we go. Jumping back into the final game.
Get lively.
Here we go.
Big brain, I love it. Yo, shout out Skyhawk, appreciate you.
Loving all the emote spam. Keep them coming. We get some Game 5 hype. This is Game 5 of the Clash of Immortals 2 finals for first and second place. Let's go.
Let's go. Big money on the line. Last game of the day. Who's gonna take the cake? So yeah, Khan with the Nature.
So the hollow in the opening hand from Wispy, but going second. JKAN going first with Finian in the hand. I mean, that curve just looks amazing.
Wispy also having the hollow though.
Oof.
Yeah, I guess the hog to hit. Nice. So you just trade in the imp and distract that, right? And take out the Finian?
Yeah, I think you take out the Finian here for sure.
How's the Axe Woman? But not really much going on. How's double Axe Woman? Not really much going on there.
Yeah, I think do you still Axe Woman into the apple to just get that buff out of the way and then make it so the apple can't trade into your 2/1? I think I Orpheo's Distraction
without having the mark.
Yep, I Orpheo's Distraction Finian, and then Axe Woman into the apple, and yeah, 100%.
But I was gonna say, so there's a line where the hog then goes face, and you get a buffed up bear or a buffed up Cyclops, but it has the spiked T.
Yeah, honestly, the spiked T is great in this matchup. Okay.
Okay, so didn't get the hit. Even though he's not frenzied, gonna drop the bear. So what's the point of dropping the bear there over the Hunt Warden?
No, it goes to the Hunt Warden. So now we'll see. Hopefully Wispy holds on to that spiked T, because you're definitely gonna need it soon. Spiked T deals damage equal to the attack to the health, right? And then confuses all the creatures.
That's what I was thinking it was. Maybe I'm
deal damage to target equal to its strength. Yep. So it's kind of like Hunting Trap, where it's really good against equal statted creatures.
Yep. So really going to be good here for the Moose or for the Cyclops. That's a nice addition. Yeah, so you're going to be able to clean that up real nice. even taking a bag and getting value off the bag from that.
So easy spiked T target here, but I kind of wonder what's going to happen once this moon craze comes down. Gonna need another spiked T or
hoping
something.
you get some good off the hollow.
Yeah. Wow, decides not to use the spiked T here.
Interesting. So these will just go to the face.
Has enough to pick up the Rune of Strength as well out of the Sanctum.
So you staggering and dropping the Strength, or playing the Rapid Bear, or the Rabid Bear and dropping the Strength?
I kind of still want to play the Cyclops. But I think for mana efficiency, I wonder if it's Stag GP here.
Yeah, reduce the cost.
Oh, very nice.
So you can buy both.
I like that.
Goes for the Ambitious Adventurer.
Now you can drop the Ambitious Adventurer and you can generate the card off the Stag. Oh, the Conscript
Nice.
to remove Confused
Got
from
the
a creature.
Conscript. Probably just gonna push. Well, we'll see what how he resolves this. All right, so you're gonna take out the Stag. Into Marcella.
Deadlies. Oh, except for the Amazon Conscript that's going to remove Confused. Ooh, unbeknownst to JKAN and temporarily myself.
He put the hollow on Marcella so that she can't be targeted.
Yeah, very nice there.
So well done on that.
Interesting. So opts to just trade out there instead of... Okay. I mean, I guess you're going to need to do that either way. I like it.
Those are the Rune of Strength.
Do you just drop
But the thing about it is he can keep cheating this. Oof.
Yeah, I feel like I would have dropped the Amazon Conscript there and just gotten that face damage in, try to finish this thing off.
Yeah. And then just GP'd.
Yeah, yeah. Ooh, and the spiked T. Has another one in hand too. I did not notice that. Wow. The card generation starting to ramp up for Wispsi.
Yeah, it's tough. And putting it on the hollow, we're gonna go ahead and hide the Marcella again. Okay. Doesn't want him to get the deadly.
Yeah, probably just does not want to lose that hollow. Okay, the Watchtower coming down, and the Spike T isn't going to do much against that.
Not able to push through it either. Well, that would be 6. He could push everything in if he really wanted to take care of it. Oh, backline him on. Yeah, it's tough.
Interesting that JKAN opted not to take the 9 favor cost Rune of Life out of the Sanctum. I would think just because of the reduced cost value there, I would pick it up, but...
Yeah, I was gonna say you just enforce it here.
Yeah, I like it. So grabbing the Vow, it looks like. The Watchtower is online though, and as chat's stating, Aftermath very excited about this. Infinite Agridor Protectors. Here they come. Now this is what Deception really does not like, is multiple frontline units. And if this Guild Enforcer comes down, then Wispsi can no longer cheat just one of these units to get face damage in.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's pretty tough. Now having both of those up and going, both with the same stats, but that one armor we'll see. Even though the board's pretty big, if he pushes in the Sisela, they won't get the full both of those deadly creatures.
Yeah, I would definitely push that in now. I would push that in now, and then oof. Not where you wanted that.
Is Traveling Bard random?
I think so. It must be. I didn't know
that. Yeah, it has to be.
Yeah, not a very commonly played card. Maybe one of the least used cards. There's got to be worse ones out there, but yeah, it's random's not great.
Oh yeah, it's random. That sucks. So into the Lurker.
I mean, you have to. Yeah, there we go.
Alright, so gonna
trades the Marcella in, but like, what do you even clear at this point? Because you're just opening up a spot for. Wait, there's still a deadly that gets summoned there.
Yeah, he had enough for one to come back.
All right, and JKAN's finding a way through.
Why not just use the conscript?
And then be able to kill the... Oh, the Hollow's got... Yeah, Hollow's got an order on it, but yeah, I would have probably gone conscript and kept the... No, because Wispsi can cheat it away, I think is the idea there. But yeah, now that we've got these Infinite Agridors online, as Aftermath pointed out, this is going to be pretty difficult.
Yeah, dropping the Stag instead would generate a card.
Wow, Anti-Magic Expert on the side of Wispsi might actually get played in this game.
Yeah, it just has to last that long. I mean, what are you grabbing here? The Agridor Protector, maybe?
Yeah, I don't know. It's tough because... I mean, JKAN's still at 20, so... I don't know. I don't think that there's much value there.
Yeah.
You just need to keep generating cards. So Hollow is just generating guild creatures, though, right? You would need to generate, I don't know, maybe like a Poison Dagger at this point to get through.
Yeah.
Oh, a Falling Star, though. That's going to be a decent amount of damage, but the board's still pretty full. I don't know. I think we're just stagging here and then creating a creature. Just pushing some damage.
Eyeing up the star. I was about to say, you should probably summon if you're going to start up. This is tough. Don't really get the full effect though if you do so.
It's a lot of confused creatures.
Yeah, right. Where's Selena when you need her?
For real. Maybe off the stag. chat seems to be unhappy with the state of Falling Star. And the Hollow, and many other cards, it seems.
Hashtag balancing. Dan in the chat taking notes.
Yeah, I don't know. I think the balancing has been good lately. You know, this is obviously through a different lens, playing in a limited format, but ladder feels pretty good to me right now.
Light needs a nerf. Clutch just went 25-0. This is unfair. Fix the game. JK.
Yeah, the balance changes I've been seeing getting pushed for like Divine Order, the recent patch notes look good, so.
Nah, I have no opinion of. I mean, it seems like things are always rotational. You know what I mean? And it's a little bit of rock, paper, scissors of what people are playing.
Yeah, definitely.
So what is this? 4?
All right. I think that's it there. All right.
Yeah, and the form power, nice.
GG's.
Yo, homie had that loaded up.
He was ready. He was ready.
Ready for it.
All right, GG's. All right. And that is it. Good game. JKAN taking it 3-2 in the finals for the first place. Wispsi taking second place. Congratulations to both players, and thank you so much for making that content available for us to cast, and everyone's participation. Congratulations to everyone now in the top 64, since Natamali is so kind as to make those payouts on IMX, and our top 4 finalists there. So that would be...
Now give us the side.
So that'd be...
That's funny.
We had a... Let's see, what was the end of that one? It was 2-1 devoted. So that would be Johnny, JKN in first, Wispsi in second, devoted in third, MochaTwist in fourth. 1,